to the show. This is Remotely Controlled. I'm Chaz. That is Sam, kind of, a little bit, maybe, question mark.
What's up? What's up, Chaz?
Guys, Sam has been through it today.
Oh my goodness gracious. You don't even know the half of it. First of all, you'll notice, what's this?
You are not in the studio, that's for sure.
No. Random corner of my house. Random corner studios. How about
Random corner studio. There you go.
that?
I'm in the cluttered basement studio.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sam,
Well,
you have been on vacation for the past week.
Yes.
And you got home, what time? About 3 in the morning?
I think it was 3:10 when we pulled in my driveway.
Oh my gosh. And you had to be back at work today too.
Yes.
What time to clock in?
8 o'clock.
Gosh, dude, that's awful.
Now, truth be told, I'm a night owl. You know that as well as I do. I like to work. I usually get a lot of stuff done between like 11 p.m. and like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. But driving takes it out of you, especially pulling a big trailer with a boat on it. And it was brutal today. Brutal at work today.
How long of a drive is it?
We left Lake Powell proper at 8 p.m.
You left at 8 p.m. and got home at 3 a.m.
Yes. Ugh. Yeah. So I'm a little bit fried today, so you're just gonna have to deal, I guess, right?
The reason why you got a nice nap in right there at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, and I tried. If I doze off, you'll know why. But the reason why we did Random Corner Studios is because it's way too hot out in the studio. We didn't have the air on while we were gone, and I didn't really feel like setting anything up. So, because when I'm not recording or doing live streams, it's manufacturing. So, anyway.
So, listen, we've got that heat dome right now, and we have our temperatures are mid 90s with heat index around 104, 105.
Jeez.
What are you guys hitting?
We are dry heat. We don't have the humidity, right? We don't get any of that.
That's what kills us so bad. Yeah,
the humidity's killer. It's brutal. But while we were in Lake Powell, which we average in Lake Powell about 104, if I had to guess. But in Lake Powell, in Salt Lake City, this is in the mountains. In Salt Lake City, they broke a record. They hit 109 while we were in Lake Powell. It was like 3 days ago.
That should be illegal.
Oh my gosh, it's so hot, and we have a dry heat.
About passing a law.
yeah, because just like they're going to refill the Great Salt Lake. We have a dry heat, so we don't have the humidity, which is I'm very grateful for.
That helps.
But the dry heat is intense. Like a lot of people that come from humid places say I can't do it.
Hot.
Yeah, it's like that's like Phoenix hot.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's where we're at. So with that being said, you guys got to keep me awake in the comments. So chime in. Let us know who you are, where you're from, if you're new here.
So, Sam, I need you to keep on the comments for me again. We still haven't figured that out. I don't know what's going on.
Harold says no hat. Yeah, I had to go to work today with that. I can wear a hat at work, but today I decided because I had a hat on all week. See this? This is what's happening.
I was going to ask you about that. I thought maybe just the heat. You didn't want a hat.
Yeah, that too.
I saw Josh Glazer chimed in with Oh man, I never get this right. JGC3D-RC. Is that right?
GRC3D printed parts.
Josh Glazer, that dude makes some good chassis. He makes some really cool wheels. He's got these really neat tire inserts that are 3D printed. And
that's cool.
Like there's no structure on the outside.
Oh.
So like they have like these
fins that
come off and they're directional.
They're like a tank track.
Super squishy, but you still get the side hill. What'd you say?
Like a tank track? Fins that come off?
Well, I mean, no. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know. They're
all
cool.
right. I'll have to look it up.
We got Harold. We got Cody. They're chiming in. Of course, they're already busting my chops about being bald, so that's cool.
I'm headed down the direction. See that?
So I've got. Listen, I'll take that Widow's Peak any day. I've got the Llama Trax shirt on. If you know,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
know,
If you
you
don't know,
know.
let me tell you real quick. So this shirt was created as a joke because
It totally was.
I ordered a CrawlerTrax t-shirt and I got it and it has the logo up here on the breast and it's really cool. But on the back there was a misprint and it was something from what was it like the Horizon
It
School or
was
something like that,
some,
like a
yeah,
fundraiser.
some
And there was
school
a
or
picture
something.
of a llama on it for some reason.
It was their mascot, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. So we got it all sorted out, and I got a new shirt and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But Sam created the Llama Trax shirt. So if you've ever seen me wearing this, I've worn it several
yeah,
times. I love it. That's
yeah.
what the Llama Trax is about. So if you didn't know, now you know. What's up, Joker?
Now you know.
Let's get into it. We've got guys chiming off in the chat. I love to see that. Here's the question to kick it off for tonight. Let me make sure I've got the right question. What is something in the RC hobby that drives you nuts? We're going to be talking about pet peeves later tonight. So we're going to revisit these as we get into the main topic. But go ahead,
Yes.
chime in. Let us know something that drives you absolutely bonkers about the RC hobby.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we don't. This isn't a bash session on brands because we all know we all have the brands that we don't like and we all have the brands that we like. So we're not here to bash on brands. We're here
No, no, no.
to
This is
kind
more
of
like
talk,
behaviors and trends and stuff like that.
yeah, or upgrades that are people do that are not necessary.
Yeah,
What you think you're not necessary. So yeah, so this isn't about brands. This is about.
like flex blades. If you like them,
um,
sorry. But what I said,
hey,
I said.
hey, it got me too. It got me into the hobby. So, I was texting Adam about his flex blades and how he did them. So,
I saw somebody posting about them a couple days ago, and I almost commented, but I was like,
uh,
no, you know what? I don't want to yuck somebody else's yum. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if
right.
they're after the articulation, if they're after the perpendicular axle pictures and stuff like that, do your
Yeah.
thing, man.
Do you think
Do your
that's what's
thing.
beauty about I've said it since day one. That's what's good about the hobby is anybody can do whatever they want in the hobby. And if flex is your thing, it was my thing, it still is my thing. I love the looks of it. And that's what fascinated me about full scale one-to-one rock crawling. If that's your thing, you know what? More power to you.
So, Sam, let's get into the discussion tonight. Let's start off with some bench talk.
Okay.
RC, you two hyping POS RCs. Hey, is that a shot at me, Joker? That's not cool. Um,
That's funny. That's
I don't
funny.
hype BOS ones. Listen, if it's not good, I'm going to tell you it's not good. Anyway, we were just talking about you have been on vacation at Lake Powell for the last week. My
Yep.
question for you is while you were out in the middle of a lake on the SS Minnow.
Yeah, SS Minnow. Yeah. Yeah. Because trust me, Chaz saw a picture. It was an SS Minnow.
If you're too young to get that reference, that's Gilligan's Island,
Yeah.
the little
Little
boat that they
skiffer.
crashed.
Yeah.
Did you? I know that we talked last show about you taking some. Did you get a chance to get some RCs out?
We did. But now obviously this is a family vacation. So we didn't crawl it a huge amount, but we did get some good stick time in.
Nice.
Um,
By that
we
you mean flying.
yes, it's illegal to fly in Lake Powell, so we can't fly there. But still,
Oh, really?
stick time. It's they ban drones, which is weird because they don't control the airspace. The National Park Service that runs it or whatever division, they don't control airspace. So they say you can't take off and land from the land. But if I were to take off outside the park, if you will, a national recreation area, and fly into, they technically can't do anything about it because they don't control the airspace.
What if you
Weird.
took off from the boat?
You can't. That's illegal.
We're not on the land.
Yeah.
Down with the clown talking about the pusher man. That is a reference
Yeah.
to my last video about how to
Yep.
install pinion gears. If
Pinion
anybody's
gears.
curious what that means.
Yeah. So anyway, I say stick time because that's what we used to call it in the airplane hobby is stick time.
That's why I
So
thought you meant flying.
Yeah, sure. So stick time, wheel time, trigger time. I mean, trigger time can mean something else, pew pews. But
It could.
anyway, so we took some RCs. We took, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 RCs plus a handful of boats.
Nice.
So we did take some RCs, and we fulfilled one of my the Rock Goblin who's on here. We fulfilled one of his childhood dreams to back a trailer with some RC jet skis with a 10 scale into the lake. It didn't work very well because as the wave came up, it just blew everything to.
Oh, that stinks. But still, though, like I'm with him on that. That would
Yeah,
be. I want to do
it was
that
cool.
now.
It was cool. And the 3D printed trailer came from Titan RC.
Nice. Yep.
You can go to, I'm sure it's all over the internet, but you can find his. He's on one of those 3D printing sites. I can't even remember it off the top of my head, but we got some video of it. So stay tuned for the video. You can download, you pay him like $10 and you can download his 3D printed file and you can print it yourself. So it was a 3D printed trailer.
The cool thing about his trailer is it's modular, so you can extend it as long as you want.
Yeah, you could.
You can add pieces and subtract. You can shorten it up. You can make it longer. So that's the really cool thing about his trailer design is it's modular. So just throwing that plug in there for him.
Yeah, and he actually designed this RC jet ski trailer for us specifically 2 years ago. But we got to down because every year we take a trip to Powell. And we got down there and my son we had our jet skis and we were all ready to go out. And my son realized I forgot my transmitter. So
yeah, you mentioned that last time too.
Yeah, so so I owed him some footage and whatnot. So we got some footage. The waves, it didn't back in. It backed in beautifully, but the minute the littlest wave came up, because you're talking a big mass, one of the biggest lakes in the country, and it just obliterated. I mean, it didn't obliterate. It just floated. The trailer got pushed. It was really hard to launch and to recover jet skis, RC jet skis on an RC trailer from a 10 scale. We pulled it down there with the FMS 10 Blazer, 10 scale Blazer. But then we took a bunch of mini crawlers. We took a couple Hobby Plus. We took 4 Hobby Pluses, 1 Fury Tech, and 1 SCX24, and then another one that we didn't even drive. So, but I have a couple things to show you.
Did you take
really
the 30s
quickly
at all?
No, we didn't bring the 30s.
Oh, you could have drove those on the boat.
I know. We tried to keep it kind of light. Well, we could have drove these on the boat too, but we tried to keep it light.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. You could have drove the 10 scale on that boat.
Yeah, tell me about it. Cade's new and improved Rock Goblin.
There it is. Oh, that's the new chassis on there. He picked that up at Beat the Creek, right?
Yeah, the chassis he did. So it is almost completely different from when it was showed on Cape Crawler's King of the Course.
Yep.
And we've just got it dialed in, and check this out. So it's at full droop right now.
Yep.
Right. There's not a lot of suspension travel there, but check where this body sits. If I can line it up right.
Dude, what?
It is a line slayer.
You almost need to trim up the bottom of the body over there.
We're going to have to for sure, because this wheel hits it. But
well, and also it's hanging down lower than the skid plate. You don't want that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some trimming. But look at how low that body sits on there.
That's nuts, dude.
Isn't that crazy? So he's done a lot of work to it, and it's a line slayer. And we proved that in Lake Powell on the Southern Utah Slick Rock.
Well done, Rock Goblin.
The other couple we took, this is one, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. You've probably seen it on Direct RCs. This is my Fury Tech. I can't remember the name of it. The Terracomp. Terracomp.
Not Pro.
Yeah, something. It's the Terracomp. It's not the four-wheel steer version. But it has my custom body. Whoop, they're over here.
Whoop. There it is. Look at that. That decal package looks so good.
Yeah, it was so good. Van DeWitt printed it for me. But
that would explain
why
it looks so good.
So good. Anyway,
oh my gosh, have you seen what Van has been up to?
Yes, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I do. I just want to give him his props. I don't know if he was invited. I think he was invited out.
I think he was too.
To Universal Rocks. They're located in Dallas, Texas.
Yep.
He went out there and helped them create
2 full-on crawler table setups.
Yep.
So one is designed as for a 6-foot folding table. You just set it on top and it works for 18 and 24 scales. And then he made a smaller one. It sits on like a 4-foot folding table. And that one's designed for 30 scale. So
Yeah.
if you've seen all the videos on the universal rocks and you've been on the fence, you kind of curious, maybe haven't been super impressed, keep an eye out because this collaboration with Van looks amazing. And you guys already know that if Van is involved, it's going to be good. It's going to work. It's going to have tough lines, but it's also going to have lines that you can complete.
Yes.
So just want to
100%.
get that plug in there because that is a really cool collaboration for one of our friends.
And he did go down over his birthday. So happy birthday, Van.
Happy birthday, Van. I don't think he's on tonight. I don't think he's watching.
No,
but if he does,
he's
happy
probably
birthday
not.
anyway.
Happy birthday. So the last one I wanted to show that we took our juiced ups. This one's completely stock. This is my son's.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even have a servo in there. So yeah, this is completely box stock. And then we took my new and improved Line Slayer.
I like those wheels.
Aren't they cool?
They look so good. You
They're
sent me
the
the link. I need to snag some of those, man.
Yeah, Injora Modu wheels or whatever they're called.
Are they Injora?
They didn't say they were, but they're exactly like Injoras. And they on on the description they said Injora. So who knows? Maybe I got a knockoff, but they're cool. They're hard as crap to mount, by the way.
I don't want to deal with that.
But underneath this has got a torque servo.
Nice.
It's got Next shocks.
Nice.
It's got the new Upgrade RC. What are they? Shield tires. They're pretty. They're pretty sweet tires.
Yeah.
And it's got just some limiting straps, but I mean, look how slim that thing is.
Yep.
So it's a pretty good Line Slayer too. It really does do well.
Looks good.
But these wheels are awesome. They are my favorite.
Yeah, those are so cool. I have to get a set of those. But now that you said they don't mount up very well, I'm not so eager.
They're hard to mount. They are, but I did the positive offset, not the negative offset.
Which for mounting, that really doesn't matter.
No. It's the same process.
Are those are 1.3s? Is that right?
1.3s on a 1.0s on a 1.3 tire.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1.3 wheel
tires on 1.3 wheels.
Yes, what you said. I'm tired. Give me a break. But this thing ended up being a Line Slayer. My son, the Rock Goblin, said, I think I want to do exactly that to mine. So, and really, like I said, all it's got shocks, a servo, and the wheels and tires.
Yep.
And it's a Line Slayer. It really is.
Well, I mean, out of the box, those things are
they're amazing. Good. Yeah, they're amazing.
So, it doesn't take much to make them.
No, not
to make them really good.
Not at all. And then we did. This is the one I got to show. This is the one rig we didn't drive, but we took it.
What is it? Oh, is that the CC?
That is the Van DeWitt custom built
Venture 18 CC.
Venture 18. Yep, with the bed that's completely custom on there. With the what's the stuff he called that you can mold and then it goes hard.
I'm drawing a blank on it.
You know what I'm talking about? Styrene. Yes, that's it. Styrene. So yeah, we didn't drive this one, but this is pretty an amazing rig for sure.
Bam Bam, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
that is definitely a good looking rig. Sam, can I show you what I've been up to?
I would love. I kind of already know. But yes, I would love for you to show our audience.
You haven't really got like a good look. Though.
I know.
I've sent you some teaser pictures.
Yeah, all about teasing.
But this thing, well, it's not even. I'm not even trying to tease. Like I just get so excited. I want to show like somebody the progress.
Yeah.
And so I send pictures to Sam, and like sometimes I'll get like a thumbs up, maybe. Sometimes like just left on red. Like was Sam be excited for me?
To be fair, I was in Lake Powell.
To be fair, you were in the middle of the lake. So, in a couple days, I am driving to Illinois for my first 10th scale crawler comp,
Mm-hmm.
which
You're
that was
a
supposed
traitor.
to have been a month ago.
Yes, it
But
was.
weather interfered, and then I ended up doing a 10 scale test run at the Outlaw RC Speedway,
Sure.
and that was cool. But my truck was still box stock, and it was so bad.
Well, yeah, yeah, it was.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
And the funny part though is anytime it would take a spill, because I still had the K10 step side body on it, so anytime
Yep.
it would take a spill, like everybody was like, "Ooh." Well, I couldn't have a bow tie in
You
my
couldn't.
fleet,
You couldn't have a bad bow tie. Although, yeah, you couldn't have a bad bow tie.
so I don't.
Oh, that is so sick.
I
I love the
changed it.
gray. I love the primer gray.
The gray and the black. Come on.
So good.
Look
so
at that.
good.
It turned out way better than, well, I don't want to say better than I thought, better than I expected myself to be able to do. Let me say that.
Yeah.
So,
as long as there's not a bow tie motor under there. Hey.
no, actually, the electronics are still stock. That's not great. So for this comp, I'm still not going to do good.
Yeah.
But so I've got wheels and tires, and I
Yeah.
went with the Batrazzi Mud Pro 1.9s.
You like those?
love these tires.
Good.
I haven't used the 1.9s, but I have probably 20 sets of their 1.0s, and they're my favorite.
They're good.
For what I crawl on, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
So really happy with the wheels and tires. I went with black wheels. I'm not a black wheel guy, but for this truck with the black and gray combo,
yeah, I'm not a fan of solid black wheels. If they have a little silver, like I think those are okay because they have the silver D blocks. But
I mean, they look better in daylight and stuff.
Yeah, I say that my truck has all black wheels except for like milled accents, which look silver. So I do like black wheels, just not all like 100% blacked out. That kind of drives me nuts.
And I slapped on a decent amount of brass. I went with brass diff covers, and then I've got brass steering boxes, knuckles, and then some like weight hangers down here on the bottom as well. So I got that up front, and then on the back end, I went with the brass diff cover on the back as well. And I do have brass portal boxes and the weight hangers on the rear also, just to get the weight low and out. I haven't put it on the scales yet. I'm actually going to do that after the show tonight to see what the front rear weight bias is. And if it's not that good, I'll probably take the weight hangers off of the back.
Yeah.
But that is what I'm running. The electronics are still stock for now. This is round one of upgrades. I just had to get that bow tie out of the picture.
Yeah.
And I know people, there's plenty of Chevy guys out there. But I'm just not one of them.
I understand.
Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Harold, I don't think there's where I'm going Saturday. There's no water, so I don't plan on submarine. But
Harold,
this one's waterproof. It's stock electronics.
Yeah, for sure. Bam Bam has some feedback for you.
Bam, a little softer than the Precepts. Nice. I do have a set of the Precepts in 1.9s as well, but they're mounted on different wheels, and I wanted to go with these. So definitely good to know. And I kind of noticed, like just squeezing them, the Mud Pros felt a little bit better. But I do still like the tread pattern on the Precipice, so not going to downplay those at all. Hey, speaking of 10th scale, Sam, you probably haven't even seen this because you've been out in the middle of a lake.
Yeah. Well, although we did have Starlink, which was insane, but Starlink
Sam,
and
I bought another 10th scale.
Oh, what is that one?
This is something I wanted when I was young, and I wanted it so bad, but I couldn't afford it, and there was nowhere to get it. And Traxxas recently re-released their Fortec.
Do you feel like you need to take a bath?
I bought a new Traxxas. Well, it's not a new Traxxas. It's an old Traxxas.
It's an old Traxxas re-released.
I bought a Traxxas.
Yeah. You feel like you need to take a bath.
It's a 10-scale race truck, on-road race truck, the Traxxas Spirit. Now, here's my question for the group. because I don't really know what to do with it. I always wanted one, and this is actually Greg's fault. Yeah, bam, we get it. So this is Greg's fault from RC Driver because he did
Yeah,
the video on
he
the
did.
Fortec re-release.
He did.
And I wanted a Fortec when I was young because I wanted the Spirit so bad, but the Spirit came and went, and the Fortec was like the next thing. So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
well, I want a Fortec. And then when he released that, I was like, no, what I wanted was a Spirit. And I was like, wait a second, I'm a grown man. And so now I have a Spirit.
Yeah, you have a Spirit. You have a T-word Spirit. Mm-hmm. Nice.
But I don't know what to do with it. So here's my question for the group. Should I shelve it and just keep it for nostalgia just because I always wanted it? And so now I have it and I'm excited about that. Should I run it because I always wanted one and now I own one? So why not? Or should I update/upgrade it?
I know my vote versus I know what's going to happen.
Greg actually gave me his opinion, and I think it's a solid idea. But let me know what your opinion is, Sam. The Serpent Micro Buggy or Truck? No, don't get the Serpent Micro Buggy or Truggy. Neither one.
No.
Don't get either one of those. Instead of that, get the WL Toys version of the Micro B. It is about the same price as the Serpent. It's not as good as the Micro B, but it's built on the same design. I'm not going to say the same platform because the chassis is different, different composite. But it is designed. It's a clone. It's a Micro B clone. Yeah. So get the WL Toys, and then as you're able to upgrade it, you can get everything Micro B upgrade, and you can fit directly on the WL Toys. So don't get the Serpent. Those things are a waste of money. Get the WL Toys because you can make it good.
I agree with Dave's RC. What you should do?
No, I don't need two of them because I got to figure out where to store two of them.
But do you know what I think is going to happen?
What? I'm going to end up with two of them?
Maybe. We'll be having this conversation a year from now, and it'll still be in the box.
You are probably right.
We got to get onto the RC pet peeves really quick, but I got one more thing to show you. Before we went to Lake Powell, Cade decided he wanted some wheels and tires. He wanted to do the 1.0, 1.3 thing because that's kind of the trend in the hobby right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we got these wheels, somewhere on Amazon, but they are very cool looking. Okay, K10 or C10, whatever they're calling it. This Hobby Plus, right?
Yeah. The Convoy.
Yes,
the Convoy. RC Lions.
Check out those wheels.
Check this out. Hang on.
Are they RC Lions? I don't know what they are. I just know I found them and he liked them.
RC Lions. I don't even know where my Convoy is right now.
He loved the looks of them.
Oh, right here. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, see, there you go. Did you spray paint your hubcaps?
I actually kept the stock tires because these tires are so good for RTR tires. These things are so good.
Yeah, he wanted some new tires. We got a Venom because they like to move on me back and forth.
But I agree that wheel combination, especially with the Convoy, it
looks
just
so
looks
good.
Really good.
It looks so classic. And you painted your hubs.
No, I didn't. I got the gray hubs from the Rock Van.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all I did.
Yeah, they look good. They look really good. But yeah, doesn't that look good? Those wheels are awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and you got the same problem we have with ours. I love the Convoy. This is a machine of a rig. There's one weak point.
Yeah, the mirrors.
Yeah,
they break immediately.
Yep, we broke off. This was basically brand new when we took it down, and now we're mirrorless.
Yep,
on both sides. But anyway, what's up next?
All right. Well, before the pet peeves, that's coming up quick, but we do have new products, new releases, and new products to discuss real quick. So
yes,
just a few of these. Just this past week, Jiabaile, which you guys may be familiar with, I have talked about their I don't remember if they're 136 or 143rd scale, 136 scale crawlers. the little blue pickup truck and the yellow Jeep. It's starting to sound like Mark from MSM. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but I would be more than happy to have Mark's viewership. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, right?
So the Jiabaile brand,
Mhm.
they have released a 24 scale buggy to, I don't want to say to rival the Micro B and the Spec B, because this one is different. It is brushless, so that's cool, but it's also four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive instead of rear-wheel drive like the Micro B and the Spec B.
And that would be cool. All-wheel drive would handle a lot better on dirt.
So of course, I ordered one. They have brushed and brushless.
Naturally.
I got brushless. Come on, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
So that's on the way, but it's not here yet. But they just released that in the last few days. I just posted a video about Injora's new transmission, and that just released today. So it is a SCX30 design, but made for the SCX24.
Yeah, buddy. It's coming.
It's so good.
It's coming. Yep. I love it.
Listen, I said it in my video, and I held true today. They dropped it today. I got 5 of them on the way. I love it so much.
It's got the worm gear in there, right?
It does, and it's under geared, which I'm not crazy about. I would prefer stock gearing. It's like 18% gear reduction, which with the rigs that I'm going to put it in, like they're already brushless and super slow and super smooth. I don't need the gear reduction. I would rather have the better top end in case I need to bump up onto an obstacle or over an obstacle.
Yeah, but with the brushless, I still think you have plenty of wheel speed.
I do. I mean, I tested that, and I do, but I would like a little bit more top end because the brushless can handle all the low end stuff.
Yeah. Sure.
But anyway, those things phenomenal. So I'm not joking. I ordered 5 of them today. I'm probably going to order even more than that because they are so much better than almost, I'm not going to say every transmission, but almost every other transmission.
You get a transmission, and you get a transmission, and you get a transmission.
Listen, I've got a lot of projects that I'm going to be refreshing. I'm going to refresh Big Pun.
Oh, nice. I love that rig.
My Element Enduro 24, I'm going to refresh that as well. I've got some big plans for that, actually.
That's awesome. That's way cool.
Moving on to the next thing, Axial released their SCX10 flatbed trailer this week.
It looks exactly like the 24 scale, except bigger.
It is exactly that. It's a 24 scale trailer, except bigger, which no complaints. That's a cool
that trailer's great. That trailer's really good.
The biggest complaint I have from what I saw, and I didn't get one. Hey, what's up, guys? Saw some other guys chiming in. Thanks for stopping by. The 10 scale trailer, the biggest weak point I saw was just the light hookup. They could have laid out the wiring a little bit differently and made the hookup just a little bit easier, in my opinion. But that is a really small thing and a really simple fix. Other than that, it's exactly like the 24 scale, and it's a good trailer.
Yeah, they're good trailers. They really are.
And then lastly on our list, Redcat dropped 4 new 10 scale crawlers with the Vertex10, the Vertex10W, that just means it's wide, the Vertex10 slider kit, and the Vertex10W slider kit.
Okay.
Get what you want.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Redcat.
I didn't get any of them. Redcat, come on, man.
No, they're 10 scale.
I know.
They're big.
Listen, man.
You wanted a 12th. Why weren't you on the phone with Redcat and say a 12 scale?
12. They released 10, so give me the 10.
Good times.
All right, Sam, we are a little over halfway through. Let's get into the main topic. Have you spotted any pet peeves in the chat so far tonight? I know you threw one of them up earlier.
There was a couple of them. Let me look here. Oh, here we go. We're back to that part.
Unfortunately, I still can't see that.
hex extensions.
Heck extensions too.
They are heck along. Hex extensions that are like 15 or 20 millimeters. Yeah, drive me crazy. Yeah, like, I mean, that's, if you are comping, you are not going to clear a gate with hex extensions like that. That's crazy.
No.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Joker took the shot at me. No, I don't think he was taking that at me. But there are a lot of people that will plug anything and everything without kind of pointing out the pros and the cons. They'll kind of gloss over the cons and things like that.
Like when Traxxas released their 24 scale monster truck.
18 scale.
Or sorry, 18 scale monster truck. You're right. I stand corrected.
Yeah, that was a dog turd.
Yes, it was.
There's
great.
No other way to put it. Sorry,
looks
Traxxas.
phenomenal.
That
looks phenomenal, but it was horrible.
Yeah.
Not enough time to crawl.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh man, that's such a big pet peeve.
Yeah. Here's one from my son.
Chesney's. But here's the thing, though, Rock
funny
Goblin,
guy.
No, here's the thing. He's not wrong.
It's true.
I don't even like this that much either. Sam.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is true.
Right. Well, I start
RC YouTubers. Harold.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Harold.
What else do we have here?
So I started a little bit of a list, and this topic was actually Sam's idea, but he has been very busy otherwise. Yeah. So I put the show notes together. So I put some of mine on here, and then Sam, anything that I missed that you had in mind, feel free to chime in with. But first up is fanboys for me.
Yeah, are you pointing to one big YouTuber? I'm not.
No, I'm actually not. Like, I'm just talking about fanboys in general. I'm not even talking about YouTubers.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about hobbyists that are fanboys. Like anything that's specific to that's loyal to one specific brand
and doesn't anything else but that brand.
And they dump on anything else. Like it's just that you are missing the point, man. There are so many good models from so many different brands.
It's true.
And you know, I hear and see the comments, you know, people talk about like the Chinese brands and the Chinesium and stuff like that. I was just talking about Jiabaile just a little bit ago. They make good stuff.
Yeah.
So
well, like, and the thing about that is every company has a different car for a different purpose or a different truck, rig, whatever, for a different purpose. For example, I go back to our friends over there in China that make the almost hobby grade.
the WPL,
the WPL,
the MN models.
Yeah, they're awesome for what they are.
Yes,
they are very scale. And if someone's looking to get into the hobby for super cheap, it's not a bad option because you can upgrade them.
Yeah, they're upgradable.
In fact, go ahead. Money Pit did a whole series on where he took a WPL and upgraded it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is once you upgrade them, they're actually really good.
Yeah, and they look phenomenal. The scale detail on those rigs is amazing. So, I mean, it's a thing for sure. But the thing about exploring different brands is you can get there's a rig out there for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and also a lot of the smaller branded brands, if that makes sense, like some of the not the big name brands, like UDIRC, they push features in their models. They're doing things that the big guys aren't doing.
Yeah, like Dig.
Yeah, they came out with the first 18 scale truck with Dig.
They did.
They came out with it actually wasn't the first one. Fury Tech came out with the first, but they came out with the second 18 scale 4-wheel steer RTR.
Yep.
So like they're doing stuff that the big guys aren't doing. So if you want to,
this is my pet peeve too.
Oh man, Jay Smith, that is a good one. So many different battery plugs, the connectors, and either you've got to resolder everything or you've got to have connectors, adapters. I mean, and adapters just they drop power with each adapter you use. So all that.
Ironically, this is me saying that is coming from the kings of proprietary.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So, I mean, if I'm saying it, that's something, right?
So, but to wrap up the fanboy thing, unless you have a specific direct tie to a company, as in you're a product designer for them, don't pretend that other brands are inferior. You're just missing out on great parts of the hobby.
Yeah, I understand YouTubers want to not say bad things about. I get that. A company sends you a product. I do like the honest reviews and the companies that can take honest reviews, right?
Yeah.
If something's wrong, because I'm there. CrawlerTrax, Ken from Shop Mini RC always gives me honest reviews, and I'm grateful for that. But
yeah,
I understand they don't want to ruin relationships with these companies, but honest reviews build better product.
Yeah, and if it's a company that can't handle constructive criticism, now there's a thing though, it's got to be constructive criticism. Yeah. If you're just going to go on and you're just going to dump on it, that's kind of a personal agenda, and that's not real cool to do either.
Yeah.
But yeah, like all of that stuff. Yeah, Bam Bam hobby shops with
Traxxas
a lot of times what Traxxas does is they make hobby shops sign contracts. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true, but this is what I've heard. So I should probably say that disclaimer so I don't get sued. But Traxxas will have hobby shops sign an exclusive dealership contract.
They do get perks with that, though. Like they get more quantities and they get products first so people can pre-order from them. There's a hobby shop in Southern Utah that's a great hobby shop. It's phenomenal. They carry our product. I think it's in Cedar City. It's the only hobby shop in Cedar that I know of. But they are Traxxas exclusive, and they get some really cool stuff that you can get there. Like when the Traxxas TRX4M came out, I called them up and said, I want this first because Traxxas didn't send me one. So I said, I want this first so I can review it, because I had seen it at SEMA a couple of 6 months before it came out. And they said, we'll get you one because we get them early because we're Traxxas exclusive.
Yeah.
So
Yeet Master having a hard time trusting review videos. That's part of what we're talking about. The people that don't provide honest feedback, and especially when you can see it with your own eyes in the video. It's not a good look. And it's easy to get excited about a new release because it's the next best thing, right? Like a new release, it's new, it's shiny, it's exciting. So it's easy to get like lost in that hype.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to be able to see what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Next on your list.
Know-it-alls.
Know-it-alls.
If you are talking to somebody, and a lot of times the problem with know-it-alls is they're the people that have been in the hobby for a long time. They've got so much good knowledge and experience, but the problem with the know-it-alls is they let that knowledge and experience work against them to where they get so close-minded to trying something different. They know what works for them, and they are so adamant that that's the only way to do it. That's the best way to do it. And if you don't do it that way, you're doing it wrong, and you're stupid, and you're dumb, and your breath stinks.
So I had an experience like that when I first started getting into RC airplanes. I went to a local club here in northern Utah, and for the first little bit, I felt like, because I went there and I'm like, I want to do this, but I have no idea how to start. How can I get into it? And I pulled up, me not knowing anybody, and I got out of my car and I walked around and I stood there, and not one person said hi to me. And not said, hey, are you new? And I am very much someone who wants to get people into the hobby, right? Whether it's airplanes, whether it's boats, whether it's cars, whatever it is. And so I would probably be one of the first ones to walk up and say, hey, here's a transmitter. And I know planes are a little bit different story because you can't just do that because you'll turf it into the ground. But I would at least take them over to my trailer full of planes and go, here's what these are. These are, nitro, or these are gas, or these are electric, or whatever. And show them the ropes. Yes. Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that takes me into the next one, gatekeepers.
Yes.
Yep. What's Dave's
Know-it-alls.
know-it-alls need to embrace
OT.
out of the box
Yeah.
thinking. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how things get better. But anyway, gatekeepers, usually these guys are seasoned hobbyists as well who view the hobby as competitive.
Yes.
So a lot of times, like we're talking about racers, drifters, comp drive, like we're talking about like pro team drivers, like stuff like that,
Yep.
who, yes, there absolutely is a competitive aspect to the hobby, but the gatekeepers view the entire hobby as competitive, and they don't want to give you tips and tricks that they've learned along the way because they
Yeah.
don't want you to be as good as them because they need to be the best.
And again, that's not me, because I would rather play past the transmitter and give you a chance to experience it and have someone get into the hobby than to keep all the secrets for myself, right? And I
Yeah.
understand in the competitive nature, yes, that's 100% acceptable. That's how race car drivers get the edge, right? If they have 10% more horsepower or whatever it is.
Right.
But I like the community aspect of the hobby, and that's always the way I've been. So,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you go to a racetrack and somebody's like, hey, like clean your diffs and, that'll help
yeah,
free up your speed a little bit. Cool. That's a great tip. I don't need you to tell me exactly, what weight oil and everything else diff oil and stuff like that you're using. That is the stuff keep to yourself for your competitive advantage. But just the
yeah,
tip of here is something you can do to get better.
it's true.
Last thing on my list, Sam, and then you can chime in with anything I may have missed, is the lack of support for certain platforms. This is something that drives me nuts. And I know the hobby is a business, and I get that. But I really don't like how certain platforms get all of the aftermarket support, and then other platforms just miss.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think it's a little bit different. I mean, you have to kind of, if you buy a WPL, there's no aftermarket support, or the aftermarket support is very small, right?
Well, there's plenty of parts, but it's all from one company.
Yeah, you can't go buy a, I don't know, whatever new high clearance links for a WPL, right? You've got very limited options.
Yeah,
whereas
available, and you get what you get.
Yeah, whereas in like Axial has more aftermarket parts for the SCX24s than probably any other brand out there.
Yeah, but so even so a perfect example is the Redcat Ascent32.
Mm-hmm. Great platform, by the way.
That platform came out, and Injora had aftermarkets on the day of release. They had aftermarket support. They had links. They had suspension. They had, I don't even remember what all else they had, but they had parts on release day for the Ascent32. However, the biggest issue with the Ascent32 is the gearing. It is so over geared that you can't drive it as a crawler, but it's also not fast enough to be a basher.
Yeah.
Why?
I love the platform. The platform.
Why has nobody come out with an under-geared transmission?
Yeah. The platform's great.
Save that platform.
It would. And I even put a brushless in it, and it's still too hard to drive.
I have a brushless system for mine, and I haven't put it in because of what you just said.
Yeah. I put a FuryTech in it, and the FuryTech's great, but it does not drive nice not because of the FuryTech, but because of the gearing. And you're right. If they would just release a gear set, that would change that rig.
It would save the entire that truck would then be good.
Oh, it'd be phenomenal.
Because the truck itself is not bad, especially with the Injora upgrades on it.
Yep,
I like
100%.
the truck, but I can't drive that thing.
Because of the gears.
Yeah.
And nobody's released a gear set that I know of.
No, not that I know of either. And that's.
I mean, I think you can do the stock gear set. Like, there's companies that make the same speed ones, but nobody's released a different lower geared gear set.
But if you look at the SCX30, they have everything.
Oh, yeah, so, for sure.
Why can't we just get a transmission for the Ascent32? Why is that so much to ask?
I wonder who we could call.
I don't know. But another prime example, and this platform it's dead at this point. But Hobby Plus, and yes, I'm absolutely a Hobby Plus fan, not a fanboy, but a fan. The CR24, that is one of my favorite RTRs out of the box. But there is no support.
Zero.
Fury Tech actually made a brushless system for it. I have it. That's one thing that I'm going to revisit. But the platform itself could easily be successful. I would take a CR24 any day over an SCX24 if there was any platform support for it whatsoever.
I get that. I mean, it's so the most universally aftermarket part there is probably wheels and tires, because any wheel will fit on any axle pretty much.
Pretty much.
So your wheels and tires are pretty universal. So I don't think you can count them. But links, weights, shocks,
drive shafts.
Shocks are pretty universal. Drive shafts, those are all things that are crazy. Now, my pet peeves, one of my biggest ones, was when I was first getting into crawlers, switching over from planes. I had a lot of questions, and I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know Ken at the time. I didn't know Van. So I started watching a little YouTuber called Cape Crawlers, Adam. I reached out to Adam, and like I said at the beginning of the show, he started with flex blades and maximum flex and everything.
Yep.
And
Articulation Nation.
That's right. #. He was so supportive because I'm like, I want to do that. And he's gotten a ton of people into the hobby, but that's where I started. And he was so, yeah, this is how you do it. And he would answer my questions. And so huge shout out to Adam for doing that. I know Articulation Nation is not for everybody, but that's how I got my start. And I was asking him, well, how'd you do this? Because I had no clue. Yeah. I didn't realize that I have a mechanical knowledge. I know how to build like engines and stuff, like on one-to-ones and suspension. I didn't know that these were almost exactly the same.
It's crazy how
relatable they are. Really.
Yeah, relatable. That's a perfect word.
Like especially with the suspension, maybe not the drivetrain, the electronics and stuff, but the suspension. Any solid front axle suspension is almost exactly the same as this.
Yeah, the geometry, all that stuff, like it all applies.
Yep, it does. And so
overdrive, group, all that stuff.
Yep. I was hugely grateful for Adam for doing that. And then I met Ken and Van and you and the whole group of guys, and started reaching out to people like RC driver Greg, and the community has been awesome. And but people who, like, I would ask question after question. I didn't understand. I said, well, what drive shaft do you need? And this is where my pet peeve comes in. Somebody would send me, oh, this is a drive shaft you need. And it was an Injora, whatever, any part, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need a link. I want to order it. Like, just showing me a picture is not going to do me any good because I have no clue what this stuff even is.
Yeah.
So send me a link. I need a link. I want to do what you do, so send me a link. If I don't have a link, I'm not going to buy it.
I will say this, the people that, like, whenever I post a picture and I make a post, I try to include all the information about what I'm doing, what it is, stuff like that. And the people are like, what is that? Bro, like, read. Please just read.
Yeah, for sure. Love the paint scheme on that body. If you want to see more of it, this is featured not only on my channel and my social media, but on Direct RC.
Yeah, that body is awesome.
They've done a lot with this on their social media. So, yeah. What else we got? Bit late. Thanks for joining us.
Who we got there? Jason Gear. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Go back and watch the rest of it. There's a replay button.
There is. Well, yeah, watch all of it.
Watch all of it. Over here. So my pet peeves are pretty much the ones you brought up, except for, the one I mentioned about send me a link. If you're helping someone out, help them out. Don't just, I guess that would go under gatekeepers, right? Send them a link.
Yeah.
Send me, if you were an Amazon affiliate and you sent me a link, I would definitely click your link. I would buy it right away. If it was something I saw that you had that I wanted to do, I would definitely keep it. I would definitely click the link.
Yeah. So don't be a fake helper.
Yeah. Yes. Send me a link. That's my pet peeves. That's my biggest pet peeve. Obviously, I agree with everything Chaz has said for the most part. And just my biggest thing is community. So be kind to people who are new in the hobby. Tell them, help them out. Play past the transmitter and that stuff. Look at this right here. Found the WL toys for $45.
Yep, there you go.
Done.
That's the perfect budget entry to be
Yep.
able to chase your kid around like you're wanting to do, and it's way better than that Serpent.
Yep. And if you're wanting to go even better, once you get the feel for it and you want to really upgrade, I would recommend the Spec B.
Absolutely.
That is even over the Micro B. The Spec B is probably my favorite rig.
Well, especially now with the brushless one, it's just so good.
So good. So good.
And they're so strong. They're so tough. Like those things,
they take a beat.
Yes. So once you get the budget for it, definitely upgrade to the Spec B. Highly recommend.
We appreciate that.
But the WL toys, that is a excellent entry point.
Yeah, 100%. If you just want to find out if you actually like the hobby, there's another pet peeve. There's another pet peeve. Before we go, people who say, "I'm interested in the hobby, but I'm not sure if I want to do it," and then somebody says, "Go out and spend $500 on a 10 scale or $1,000 on a 10 scale." Go tell them to get a WPL toys. Go tell them to get a Hobby Plus, because I'll be honest, Hobby Plus is some of the best bang for your buck.
Dude, the value is almost unbeatable.
Yeah. Go tell them to get an SCX30.
Yep.
Don't tell them just to go buy a 10 scale, because everything else out there besides 10 scale sucks.
Yeah, don't do that. Especially with how good the minis have gotten.
Yes. And I would rather have someone spend $100 on a SCX30, for example, or 49 on a WPL, and then go, I don't really like the hobby. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Then they're out $50 to $100 as opposed to $500 to $1,000.
And it's not just for crawlers too. I mean, we've got bashers, we've got drifters, we have rally cars that are 12, 14, 16 scale. So you can still get a decent size for a good price point and be able to actually test the hobby without having to go drop $500 just to try it.
Yeah, correct. The Spec B is not Losi or WPL. I'm assuming that's what you mean. The Spec B is a Hobby Plus product.
Yeah, Spec B is Hobby Plus. He's talking about WL toys. Because the Vagrant is what they call their 24 scale buggy. That's WL toys. But yeah, Spec B is Hobby Plus. Highly recommend that.
It is phenomenal. Thoughts really quickly on the Unirox van collab?
Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning, so I don't want to rehash that. But definitely go back and check it out. It's awesome. I will just sum it up with that. It's awesome, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Yep, going to be cool. Well, Sam, guess what we just did?
You did it, dude. You made it.
I did.
You might have dozed off at one point, but if you did, you
go back and rewatch. Yeah, go back and rewatch. Right, man, I'm getting thin. Woo, so, buddy.
Guys, as always, please hit the like button for us.
Yeah.
Well, do the quadfecta. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Those things are so helpful for us. They mean the world to us.
Yeah.
And they're super easy just to help us get the show out, help us get our brands and our channel out there. We appreciate it. It means the world to us. Let me know what to do with this Traxxas Spirit. Leave that in the comments for me, because I need to know what to do with that thing.
I've already given you my opinion.
I kind of have a little bit of an idea, but I want to hear from other people.
You're going to have to go back and rewatch so you can see what comments were put up.
I know. I always do anyway.
Yeah, I do too. I believe it or not, I evaluate myself. I'll usually head on over to your channel so you get the watch hours.
I kind of do the same thing, just to see like what mistakes we made.
Yeah, what we can do better on. Yeah, we're always trying to improve for you guys.
So, but that's it. Leave those comments for us. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Do all the things.
All the things.
And Sam,
I'm going to take a nap.
I'm working on something for us, Sam.
Oh.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I might be onto something.
Okay, then. Okay. Y'all learned us up tonight. Thanks, guys.
You guys have to keep tuning in to see what that is if it works out.
And we'll leave it at that.
Where are we going to see him? Where are we going to find him, Sam?
Well, first of all, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you on the trail. Night, guys.
Good night, everybody.